because we have our good friend on the show today, and the first time he was on the show, we talked about dinosaurs. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I just want to let you guys know that there's a Massachusetts lawmaker that's deciding that they need to name a state dinosaur now. It's in the works.
Yes.
So dinosaurs are becoming super important in the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's doing this is just to show children, because he wants more children involved to show how the lawmaking process happens.
I love
That's
it.
the main point of it.
Yeah.
But I just thought it's funny that Massachusetts is out there trying to get a dinosaur for the state.
Yeah.
What you think about that, Burke?
I think that's fucking stupid. And I believe that anyone that votes for that in Massachusetts is also stupid. A state dinosaur? How do you even prove that that fucking dinosaur lived in that state?
Well, if the bones are buried there,
The
they dug up the bones.
The bones, yeah.
From that state. There's 2 dinosaurs from Massachusetts, and that they're choosing to base it on those 2
You're just
dinosaurs.
not a fan
So
of the
they
bones.
proved that the dinosaurs were from Massachusetts.
They were buried in Massachusetts at the time of digging
Well,
them
they
up.
died there. I think that's a safe argument.
That doesn't mean that they're from there.
Yeah, if you died right here, you'd be from this house if I dug you up in 10 years after I
No,
killed
that's
you.
not how that works.
No, but it would be fair to memorialize you here. To be fair,
To be frank, though.
if you served a good purpose for Michigan, I could see why we would want to memorialize you.
But you're not serving a good
Hypothetically.
purpose, are you?
The dinosaurs don't serve a good purpose.
Yeah, they do. They enhance our imaginations.
But that in this law, in this ability to show children how laws are made, wouldn't the dinosaur be the good purpose?
Yes.
No.
Children are learning about laws.
They're tearing down all the statues.
disagreeing
the minute
with you.
a statue of a dinosaur goes up, I take it down.
No, there's museums that prove
I take it
otherwise.
down.
No, you're
Does
not
he
taking
know
anything
that there's
down.
It belongs
already-
in a museum, not as a state figure.
Yeah, it does.
No!
Oh,
So, a question. There are state animals, though. Do you hate them as well?
No.
No.
You can go outside and see them because they're real.
So because they're already alive, we are allowed to name them, but because they were alive a long time ago, we are not.
It just doesn't make any sense. You can't tell me that it makes sense to have a state dinosaur.
I can tell you it doesn't really make any sense to have a state anything.
True.
But since we've already done it, why not a state
Because
dinosaur?
you can actually physically see it's real. Like if you have a state flower, that flower grows there. So I can go see it. I'm not just going to be like, man, fucking German Shepherd died over there, so this is German Shepherd land. This is, we're just going to do that. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
All right. That's good.
Anyway, last time I did this, people really like this. I want to do my word of the day. This word led me down a rabbit hole. I want to see if you know where this word comes from, because it comes from a certain movie, and I saw this, and I was like, yes.
Okay.
Contestation.
What?
Contest. I can't fucking say this word. Let me do it one more time.
How can you do a word of the day and you can't say the word?
It's a conundrum. This is, by the way, this is the best part of the show. Johnson's word of the day he can't pronounce.
Pronouncing a word is different from knowing a word. Asshole. I hate you. You're never coming back.
Contestation.
Contestation.
What?
Contestation.
That's the word. Contestation.
Ooh.
Okay.
So are you guys making fun of me now, or you just think I'm just saying it right? Contestation.
Yes.
Basically, it means contest in a way. It means
Yeah, contestation.
debates, controversy, right?
To contest something.
Do you know where that word would have came from in a set of movies from the past we would have watched? And he said, and because my word is law, there is no contestation.
Ooh, that sounds like a Gangs of New York speech.
It's kind of close, but not really.
Ooh.
It's from A Knight's Tale.
Oh,
So, like, he said
yes,
towards the
okay.
end of the movie
Near the
where he's
poet.
like,
Or no?
it was the king. That was when he was knighting Heath Ledger in the movie, and he said, because my word is law, no one can contest my word as my law. The word of your day here is contestation, so use it as freely as you want. But the rabbit hole that dug me in was, of course, Heath Ledger.
Oh, yes.
As always, but I want you guys to think about something. And this is, as we got older, this is what sent me down, is I'm 35. He was 28 when he died. 7 years, I'm older than him, and that's just a weird concept to me. So the time concept is getting to me a little bit as you age. But he had a 2-year-old, and she is now 14, and she's the spitting image of him.
Oh,
and I
wow.
tried to search the web to see if she ever talks about her father, and to my luck, there was nothing. she's been kept out of the eye of the public, which I believe that it should be.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to see that she's aging. And this is one of the concepts I thought about down this rabbit hole. What would it be like to be 14? And your father died at 28, so you're already half his age. But to only know him through his movies. Because she was too, she probably wouldn't have a lot of memories of him. But I thought maybe as a person, what would you guys think? Do you guys have anybody from your past that you only can see through photograph? Like, for example, grandparents. But it would be weird to have a family member be as big as Heath Ledger, be like the Dark Knight, and then you kind of have to attach yourself to maybe that representation of him or other people's accounts, but you can see him through that.
The movies might be a part of that knowledge, but I think, the stories that she would hear from other relatives would probably kind of make up more of that gap.
She might be angry.
You never know. But there was another rabbit hole I dug from this point, too. Or the woman that is involved with this story, I think it was Michelle Williams, was the one that Heath Ledger met on the set of Brokeback Mountain. They had Matilda, or I think that was the daughter's name. And then obviously they broke up like a couple years later, and then Heath died. So then you have Michelle raising their child together. This quote led me down my next question, and I'm just going to read this quote towards the end of it. What I don't have to talk about is what happened between Heath and me in our relationship. Brokeback Mountain was an unrepeatable moment in time, a very charmed time in my life. I was in love. I was a movie I was proud to be part of, and a beautiful brand new baby. Everything was good in that moment. And I was just thinking, how many times do you guys realize that we only live in certain moments? And when you look back on that moment, you realize you had the best moment there is in time. Back, and you didn't realize in that moment that you were living possibly what was a charmed life, and right around the corners, the next great battle you got to fight.
And I think you hit on two major pieces of human reflection, the power of now. We get so focused on either creating our narrative.
It's like you're a fucking child.
As we have candy just spread out all over the floor. 5 second rule.
Well, obviously. It's sweet tarts.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I think of Eckhart Tolle, and he talks about that as we worry about the future, we worry about the past, but we don't spend enough time focusing on the real joy of this moment right now, and how we're constantly only in this moment. And then you just wrapped it up with the last piece of that, which is your ability to create your own narrative. And it's with you the ability to focus on your past and your present and your future, you are essentially your own superhero. How do you want to build your story?
That's me.
That's you every day with this bullshit you
I live in the moment, and I'm my own superhero, dude.
I think I was sharing this with Burke the other night. Our understanding of the universe is kind of like our understanding of chess. It's when you learn how to play chess, and first you learn the pawns move forward. You're okay, I kind of get that. And that would be our understanding of gravity, right? But then all of a sudden you get taken by a pawn diagonally, and then you're what the fuck? No, that's not actually what's going on. You learned a new rule. The rule was always in place, you just learned the new rule. And then as time goes on, you then learn the king moves 2 places, and then the castle's, the rook's a new place. And you're well, what the fuck is castling?
And then you got the horse.
Yeah, and you got the horse.
And
all of a sudden
you don't even want the horse.
You're doing an L, or you got a bishop, and you always see the bishop, but every time you've seen the bishop, it's been on white, and so you always see bishops on white. And then all of a sudden you see a bishop on black, and you're what the fuck? Game of chess is the game of our understanding of the universe.
Holy fuck.
And that's what we got to deal with.
Queen's Gambit up in here.
Creed's Gambit?
Creed's Gambit.
Creed's Gambit?
Yeah, Queen's Gambit, but it's Creed's Gambit now, motherfuckers. And that all came from contestation.
Yes. Could I take a hit of that?
Yeah, dog. Here's your. Oh, you might as well get this going. Dabble Babble, right? Because we're doing dabs now this time around. We got a little attachment for the Pax pen, and we're smoking on a couple of different ones right now.
This is gonna be a nonsense episode.
No, you're a nonsense fucking person. What is the stuff that we're smoking this time? What did you load up in this?
The first time it was mimosa.
Mimosa, yep.
And the second time it was...
This tastes like the...
sugar.
Oh, this is wonderful.
The sugar.
Sugar.
There's still a guy.
Sugar.
This one's the sugar. How about your sugar? This is the rare amnesia.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Blame the battery out, goddammit.
Here you go. So this is a great taste on Dabble Babbles. This is hitting us about 76% on that one.
Times the other one.
And the
So
other
it's
one
really
was
like
82%. So we're rocking 100%.
Oh, I'd love to get one more.
I did have one joint jammer, but
The
we
baby
also
jammer.
got 3 more joints to go to. You
Of
don't
course.
wear your head off over there, sir.
You got so much hair.
I do.
You're getting so curly-headed now.
You curly-headed.
I am straight curly-headed fuck right now.
He's become...
Dude, he looks like Dale.
He's Jonah Hill?
No, Dale.
Who's Dale?
Dale Brennan from Step Brothers.
From Step Brother with the hair right now.
Oh, I see it now. Looking real good, dude.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, it's fucking great.
I like that look on you.
It's curling up.
Let it go. Just keep it going.
Yeah, my wife was like, I'm going to cut your hair. And then it curled up and she's like, it does that? And she's like, I'm not going to cut it now. I go straight Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, this is its kept version.
So, on last week's episode,
Uh-huh.
we talked about how CNN and Fox News all will say certain ways to say your title. Well, I want to take this a step further. I pulled up 4 titles for you, all about the same story. You're going to have to give me a second because I have to tap on each one to get the full...
Oh, that's the power of edit.
The power of fucking edit.
Power of edit.
This one comes from NBC News. Virginia gang killer executed by U.S. despite COVID infection. That was the headline. Gang killer.
Okay.
Corey Johnson, Virginia killer of 7, executed after SCOTUS coronavirus ruling.
Yeah, so SCOTUS is the Supreme Court of the United States.
Okay, so that was the Fox News title. The next one was from CNN. Federal government executes Corey Johnson following prolonged legal fight. This next one comes from NPR. Federal government executes Corey Johnson for 1992 murders. And then the last one, which was, I think, personally the best one, even though it's a little slighted on the article here. Trump administration executes Corey Johnson despite evidence of his intellectual disability.
Oh.
Same story, 5 different ways to basically spin a title.
Right.
Wow, yeah.
Because you heard from the far left, you heard from the far right, then you heard from the middle. Really want you to do right now, I want you guys to tell me. I don't want to dive too much into the idea of lethal injection just yet. I want you guys to say yes or no, or you got to think about it a little bit, but this Corey Johnson, he murdered 7 people. Should he get the death treatment? As he did. As of right now, as far as you know nothing else, he murdered 7 people. Yea or nay?
I'm a liberal-minded person, probably more so in this. I don't like the idea of killing somebody because they killed somebody. Probably wouldn't, but that's just because I don't really like killing people in general. In my head is like, okay, so everybody starts out as a kid, okay? And then through whatever tragedies or things that are given to you, you learn that the world is hard enough that you no longer can feel compassion towards enough people, that now you think that you're in a dog versus dog world that now mandates you have to kill an individual. There are a lot of environmental pieces that go into that I think stem a personality to have to push somebody to killing. Now, the other side of that is, no, there are people who are willing to do this or enjoy it. Now you're talking about people I would consider mentally ill. And then at that point, just because you're mentally ill, does that mean I need to kill you? Or do I need to look at possibly a safe arrangement for somebody like that where you can't hurt somebody anymore? In either of those cases, it's hard for me to argue that I should kill you because of the circumstance. I feel the eye for the eye, survivalistic mentality, but I just don't think it helps us as a society.
All right, if you know you can take someone's life and your life won't be taken from you, what if you have nothing? What would stop a homeless man from, instead of freezing to death, he just goes and kills another homeless man so he can go to the...
Inside of that story. So you had to create 2 circumstances in which men were left into depraved situations. Built in a scenario that allowed them to be like dogs. They're homeless. They're outside. It's man versus man. If I can kill him, then I can have a better life. So already we have a societal damage that's mandating some sort of infliction in order to get a step up. That's broken. Is the question, okay, well, that guy killed him. Okay, so societally, yes, he killed him and that was bad. And so that guy needs to die? How does that make the situation better?
I'm not going to say it's going to prevent people from stopping a killing, but if you have that doubt in your head, if I kill this man, I might die. It might stop you from doing it.
You're hoping that it would be punitive, as if somebody would want to kill him if not for this. It's inferring there's some sort of deep internal desire for one human to kill another. And I would repudiate that, and I would say that even in a dire circumstance, in most cases, a man would not want to kill another man, except for in dire emotional strife, generally in like affair situations or things like that.
I disagree.
So now that you guys had a chance to debate the topic, I want to give you Corey Johnson's story.
We what was the word of the day?
Contestation.
That's what
Contestation, yes.
There
It
you
was
go.
good
Awesome.
contestation.
That's what we just did.
I'm going to paint a picture for you. And I'm not going to lean it one way or another. I'm just going to give you his history.
Okay.
He grew up in an abusive household. He moved often, 10 times, by the time he was 13. His father was in jail. Mother was an addict. A string of abusive boyfriends. He eventually had to move into his grandma's because his mother hit him with a heel. Times where he was 12-year-old and wake up and piss his bed. He was afraid to tell his mother because she would make him sleep in it. This kind of translated to schoolwork. He never got above a second grade reading level, so he couldn't read or write. Eventually got out of that situation, kind of got put into the homing situation where structure with him was good. It turns out he was doing all right if he was put in structure. When he was 16, he moved into the group home where there was less structure. He was described as a very sweet kid. When he didn't have that structure, kind of reverted to his old ways.
And he aged out of the system.
And he was told to go back home to his mother. He fell into a gang, kind of found a family because it's structure based, and he couldn't find a job. He had no reading or writing skills at the age of 20. Well, when the homes got busted into and was raided by the police, so he actually had to move out of the city, following the few crumbs that was left of this gang. And at that point, that's when the violence really kind of started for him. And he was asked to do these jobs. And one of the gang members, which was, I think, kept sacred on here, explained that he was a guy that would never say no. He was to be trusted. So he would go out and do these jobs for the family. The people that he murdered, he did murder 7 people. The 7 people were identified as rival drug dealers, people that owed a drug debt. Along those lines, there was one bystander he did kill, so he did murder a person. 6 other people who were murdered were related to the drug violence. His IQ was under 660 at the time of the hearings and everything. In the end, he did murder 7 people. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I believe so much in lethal injection or anything along those lines, but you can see where system after system failed right from the beginning up until the very end.
The other piece about that I think needs to be brought into play is with an IQ that low, even if you're talking about street knowledge, I think from a manipulation standpoint, it would become very easy, especially if he wasn't given any structure growing up and not really any leading or understanding as to what the norms of his society should be. I think for him to be manipulated and to think like he had to kill these people, I think it would be, much easier. But in that regard, again, it's like how much is on him and how much is on what was built into him.
If you don't think death penalty was right for him murdering 7 people, what do you do with it? You now have a 35-year-old man with a 60 IQ that's murdered 7 people. Do you let him just rot away in a cell till he dies?
Are there programs that we could have that might allow him to still work in safe grounds? Could he be working outside? Could he be working on state programs?
Dude,
could he be working on
no
construction?
Way you can put a man that's murdered 7 people in the public working. He might be able to make license plates in the prison system, but if you think I'm going to work next to a man that I know fucking cold-blooded murdered
That's
7
fair.
people, fuck no.
No, I meant as like part of a prison system. Not necessarily to put him out in the public, but even if you were to just leave him in the prison, allowing them access to the rest of their life and allowing them to manage what their brain can access, allowing them to outside read a book.
But who pays for that? That's the question. Is it worth paying for? Do you think it's worth
the problem
paying
is
for a
that
man that's murdered 7 people the peace to read a book outside? Fuck him, man. Had he murdered 1 person, he was abused as a child. Had he murdered his mother in a fit of rage,
okay,
like I'd be like, hey, you know what? I get it. Let him live out in peace. But when you kill 7 people, man, I don't give a fuck how dumb you are. It takes some fucking thinking to make that happen.
So what about that guy, military guy that Trump just pardoned?
What about him?
He went to prison. He was supposed to go to prison because he shot the children in Iraq.
He murdered children. He should die.
But we do also have a military process set up where people murder each other all the time. It's just built in a different way where we're protecting people. So it's more a piece of perception.
How is one related to the other?
But
you're asking me to feel the same sympathy for someone that's a trained killer. What programs do we have in the military to prevent that from happening? None.
I'm saying, like, the buildup of this kid, right? How old was he when his mom abandoned him?
She never abandoned him. In the story, she was always around just partying it up. But it looked like he kind of got out of there at 12, but then wound up being in the system 16 to 20.
So he was in a bad enough situation that he got out of there at 12 to get into the system.
Worked for a few and then
ended up just abandoning him to the streets.
Yeah, to the point where he found home in the gang.
I mean, we hear about the Italian mafia all the time, right? Which is people who go out and they kill people, and that's the culture that you inherit and become a part of. So
he inherited that culture. He said like his first job was helping a person rob a person of a check. But what do you do in those situations? I was thinking more like, does he deserve this? Yes or no? And I wasn't going to even answer that because I personally don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to fix the situation either. That's why you keep asking.
Yeah,
how do you fix that? I have no idea. Like, I thought maybe just put them in their own community, but how do you monitor that community? It's like Escape from L.A. You know how that movie, just give them a whole city?
That's what Australia was for the British.
I know we have to look at the system as a whole. Because he is black and he's in a certain community, he has less of a chance. I understand that. But when you're talking about murder, I don't look at any of the circumstances. I look at it like this. One man killed 7 fucking people.
Doesn't matter what those 7 people are. What if there were 7 of him? Does that matter to you then? Because they're just killing each other off. Because that's basically who he killed. Were the other rival drug dealers.
Okay.
So in your book, if he's killing 7 of himself, is he still evil then in your world? Because he's killing...
True, he's like a
people
Batman.
that are killing each other anyway.
Yeah, but you said one of them was an innocent girl.
Yes, I did say that.
That to me would still pass. Okay, so he killed 6 bad guys and 1 good girl.
I'm saying in this hypothetical question, if he killed 6 of him, doesn't matter.
You're not above the law. Like, you go out and kill fucking bad guys. You fucking Bruce Wayne now. Like, that's not
Would you put Bruce Wayne to lethal injection then because he's out there, hunting people down?
That's
the same fucking.
It's the same thing. That's
a bad
the
guy
thing.
killing another bad
It
guy.
is the
Batman
same-
may not kill bad guys, but he did at some point.
That's
It's
what
not
we're
the
trying.
same
Yes,
thing.
but it is.
No, it's
Like
not.
the argument. It's,
You know what the argument is?
What?
Perception, motherfucker.
Yes,
because it is.
it
the
is
same
perception.
thing.
But you already know that Batman works for the police. They got a fucking... They
He
got
doesn't-
a bat signal
he
on top
doesn't-
of the police
He's a-
station!
I'm sorry.
He's a vigilante.
Alpha doesn't work for anything. They have a signal because they need him. He works for himself.
But they need him.
Yeah, they need him.
And
He's not
apparently-
working for them. Is all I'm saying.
He is vigilante
But
justice.
anyway-
Batman should die.
But anyway,
you
okay,
go.
so
Batman
you're.
should fucking die.
By the way,
Wow.
this escalated to an extreme that I don't think anybody was arguing, except you kind of made it that way.
But one's not real!
No, we want to keep, like,
Not
nobody
like
argued
the
to not
other.
keep them in prison if they are murderers. Murderers should be kept apart from society because they're dangerous. But what can we do after them? Now, if you kill them, there's no way, there's no retribution, there's no
let me ask you
ability
this.
to turn them
Jupiter
into a
strikes.
Let me
good.
ask you this, because we're all privileged white dudes.
Exactly.
We don't live in a fucking community that
should be
experiences
another
any
good
of
question.
this. 3 years from now, let's just say your entire fucking community is the opposite. They've all lost their jobs. They're all fucking poor. They got fucking kids running around. The crime goes up. Drug use goes up. In your world that you're explaining to me, if one of those people in your community freaks the fuck out and kills 7 of them, do you want to live in that community anymore?
What
If
are
you're-
you? No, you're creating a norm that nobody is talking about. We're still putting him in prison.
Exactly.
We're just not killing him.
So, do you want to live in that community knowing that if a guy runs around and murders 7 people, he has no consequences but other than going into prison? Being in prison might be better than the situation that they're in, is what I'm saying. So they're not going to think twice about it. So then you live in a community where you can just, all the fucking underprivileged poor kids can just murder people, and the worst we let them do is sit in a fucking prairie and read a book. That's not going to work. That community just keeps spinning in that same fucking loop.
Bro, you're living in that community right now. At any given time, somebody could go out and I mean, what do you think a school shooting is?
I'm talking about, this is a black kid living in a fucking poor community where I guarantee you murder happens every fucking day around him. There's no consequences for it, Graham. Is that what I'm saying? If you just go to prison, prison is better than sleeping under a fucking bridge because you're guaranteed meals.
What do you mean there's no consequences for it?
Would you rather sleep under a bridge for the rest of your life and hope that you might fucking score some crack or you might come up on some money because you have no chances? Or would you go to a place where you know if I murder someone, I'll get 3 meals a day and I'll live out the rest of my life around people that I know? If you scour the internet, there's Facebook groups for communities of this. They just go to prison so they can be around each other in peace. They're breaking the law to go to prison because it's better than their environment. If that's your payoff, who wants to live in that community is what I'm saying. Would you buy a house in that community if you knew that people just got murdered just because they could go hang out in prison with their friends?
This is the craziest Fox News story I've ever heard in my life. What crazy what society is this that you're making? What town is this that you created?
If I lost everything today and I had no chance to get better and I could put a bullet in your fucking head to go get a warm bed and 3 meals a day,
where is this
I would
happening?
do that. I'm saying it happens in his community every day.
This scary situation happens everywhere. There's no repercussions, which I'm confused. Do they live in America? Can they die if there's murders?
Get out of your car in the middle of the night and walk down 8 Mile as a white man.
I mean, I've been there.
Would you get out of your car and walk by yourself down the road? You wouldn't walk through that neighborhood because you don't know what it's like in there. You're terrified of it. You've never been there. That kid lives it every day. We don't get what he lives, is what I'm saying.
That only makes the argument that he shouldn't be held to a murder.
You guys
are
arguing two different things, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I'm so
you
confused.
are. No, you're both confused.
Go ahead.
Here, let me give you an example.
I'm definitely confused.
Let me give you an example from Denzel Washington. This is called Training Day.
Yes.
What he is arguing. Remember when Denzel bust the 2 homeless dudes, and he says, "What do you want to do? You want to go jail?" He's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I want to go to jail."
Yeah.
Because it's better to be in jail to be on the streets. You're arguing a totally different thing than what he's saying, and you're doing the same thing. What you're arguing is, yes, there's definitely communities where they would rather be in jail.
Yeah.
That's all he's saying.
That's
right?
fine. Yes.
That's all he's saying. And your argument is something totally different. So I don't know why you guys are going at it.
What I'm saying is if you take the death penalty away, it's gonna happen more.
They're gonna pause. They're gonna pause it. I don't think it's gonna be violent crimes. I think it'll be any crime that will go to jail. I don't think they're gonna do violent crimes. But then again, that still exists in the communities now. I think that's everything that we're arguing.
I would only argue, shouldn't that be a reflection of our society and not some sort of reason to keep a death penalty? You're thinking punitively, like I need to make the punitive.
I don't think we're thinking like that. I was just explaining how I thought.
Why can't there be both?
I'm saying that exists. I'm just saying, like, okay, the very nature that exists, the very argument that you're making that it exists says, yeah, it's bad, and we can't have the death penalty because situations like that exist.
We could have done more, but I don't know what that is yet. That's why I don't know what to do with it yet.
But that's why I just say I'll agree with you. We should have done more. Something needs to be fixed.
But I want to do.
Killing fucking 7 people.
No, I get that. I know that we can't do that, but we do gotta start doing something. That was a good argument for the same fucking argument, you fucks. Anyway,
no, it was. I mean, we were on opposite sides. He wants the death penalty because he thinks
I got
it'll
that
get
now.
worse.
But why can't we have both?
We can't have both. You guys are arguing both. That means you have both. I mean, I don't know.
We can have both. We can fix the broken system, and we can still have the death penalty.
If the system was fixed, but you wouldn't need it, because I believe, as I've said this before, if you got everyone on the same playing field that had everything they needed to survive life, there would still be crime.
Did you watch The Joker?
Be a different form of crime.
So if you don't believe... So if someone murdered your entire family, you wouldn't want them to die?
No. Okay, you're still...
He creates these extreme emotional situations.
Yeah, you know what?
That doesn't actually have any relevance.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I believe in the death penalty. It's I would, yes, I'm human. I would say I would want to kill some people too if someone killed my family. Yes, I don't know because I'm simply human. I just know the answer we have right now is not the answer.
It just seems crazy to me. Like, hey, Steve, why'd you kill Cheryl? Fucking wanted to. Well, we're gonna get you reformed and
that's not how it fucking happens, and you know it
happens.
In your world, that's what it looks like.
No, in your world, that's what it looks like, and you're projecting it outward.
Oh, look
at
the projection.
If Steve kills Cheryl, Steve should die. Period. It could be that simple.
I understand that, and you know
Why
what?
do we gotta always dig deeper and find?
Because if I answer the question, it may not happen again. That's why we do this shit. That's why we learn from our mistakes.
Okay. Like,
that's why we're having this debate.
Everything has extreme things, right? If you beat your wife for 10 years and she fucking shoots you, that's a different circumstance.
I'm going to give you an analogy I heard. So you get a leg wound. It's starting to infect. Because of the infection, you started a fever. You're now at 99, 100 degrees. Because of the fever, You took Tylenol. You're treating the fever. But the problem is that what's causing the fever? It's the leg infection. If you don't fix the leg infection, you'll keep having the fever. Even if you subside the fever, it's going to keep coming back because you never solve the infection. In that situation, the fever is the death. Okay, the murder. Now, we're treating the murder with the death penalty. We think that if the death penalty comes in hard enough, it can stop the murder from happening. But what we don't realize is that the only reason the murder is happening is because society is generating a system that is putting people into these areas that's making them have to kill each other. And that's the thing that we need to solve. And if we can solve the mental health of that, we end up solving the murder.
Put a check on that, because I agree with that too. Keep with your analogy. I go to the doctor and he fixes infection. Now that infection is healed, if I go murder someone, I'm going to die. I fixed the infection is fixed, and I still chose to go murder someone. Now, goddamn it, I'm going to die because they fixed my surroundings and I still chose to murder someone. I'm going to die. It could be that simple. We can fix that. And if you still choose to go outside what we fixed, you're going to die.
If you fix the infection, I'll run down that road.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. That's what I've been saying all the time.
Because now the murder's hypothetical.
No, let me give you a hypothetical murder. High-end crime. High-end crime.
I hypothetically murder all of you.
Does that change the narrative, Graham? When there's a high-end crime such as an assassin killing another person, what about the death penalty then?
Well,
like an assassin
how high are you going?
With a $10,000 mark kills another person. If he gets caught, does he get the lethal injection? High-end crime murder.
I would follow the money. I think the person responsible for giving the money is due the most fault. And then I would say still don't want to kill him or life in prison.
That might be a situation where you say, hey, how much can we get out of this guy? You were hired by someone high up. Give us as much as you can, motherfucker, or we're going to pop your ass off right here. Bow.
I mean, a little bit harder than I'd go, but flips on him. Then, of course, if that person is paying somebody to kill as opposed to killing themselves, then they've misunderstood the value of money and they're no longer allowed to have it. Because if you're willing to pay somebody to have money over a person's life, then you misunderstood the value of life.
So what if you found out that assassin, you caught him and he was killing a senator? So you were just going to charge the assassin with the killing of the senator, right? But you bargained with him. You could pin 10 bodies to the fucking president. Now you can kill the president. That's way sexier than fucking the assassin. Like, you gonna chase that, bro?
Where the fuck did this go?
You know what I'm saying? That's high up government shit, bro.
High-end crime government.
When things get tacky, it's always the government's fault.
Assassins. Fucking assassins everywhere,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If an assassin killed a senator, you're not going to charge him for that. You're going to try to trace that back and say, who hired this? We want to know who hired you. And then you might find out, like, motherfucker's been hired by this guy 10 times. So this guy's got 10 bodies on him now. So
You got to follow the money.
Follow the money. Hey, it's time to take a commercial break. Follow, like, and subscribe. Find us at stoner-babble.com. So what do you got to talk about? You got anything on the docket?
I don't do dockets.
You're fucking docket, dude. I did think about this earlier. You know how they always say that the heart is the thing that loves?
Yes.
And then your brain is the one that fights against love?
Yes.
Dude, it's vice versa, man. I was just thinking, like, the heart is such a workhorse. All it does is fucking beat up shit over and over continually forever. It doesn't think. It just goes. Your brain is the one that loves. You guys got to give more props to the brain, man. I mean, the heart is the workhorse, but the brain is what makes you go in love and stay there or get out of it and be emotional messes.
Well, the chemicals stem from there, but I think that the feeling is more related to the chakras.
Yes. I'm just saying it's not the heart.
I think it is the heart. Because, like, if somebody hurts you, like, what hurts? Your heart hurts.
Nah, bro, your brain hurts, bro.
No, dude, you've never had your heart broken?
No!
What?
No!
What?
No!
Oh, this is foolishness.
No, it's your brain.
I'm sorry. You're like picking one thing out of everything that happens when you break up. You can't sleep. That's not your heart hurting.
That's your motherfucking
That's
brain.
your motherfucking brain.
You know
that
what?
current-
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't broken up in a very long time, so
No,
you haven't
okay,
realized
that's
this
fair,
pain
that's fair, but
in a long time. But
I-
when I broke up recently, I
Yeah.
can tell you that I had trouble sleeping. I had trouble eating. I thought and cried all the time.
That's your fucking
That
brain.
didn't feel my heart. That was my brain sending those signals, sending those emotions throughout me, and that's what was causing it. That heart just kept beating, baby. He's like, the heart was like, I'll give you another day, dude. You got another day.
You just wanted that brain to get that shout out.
God, I just can't go on. I'm gonna sit in the corner and
Sir.
cry. I was sitting in the corner and crying at one point.
I've been doing some chakra interest, so it's been.
It's an overrated.
What?
It's overrated, bro.
Okay, well,
You
Like,
can't
it's
say
just
the
dived
heart's
off- just
overrated.
diving off the,
it gets
okay.
jealous
Diving off
of the
the
brain because the
Ooh.
brain always
Wow.
is like brains is
No,
like, yo, give
okay,
me
here's the
oxygen
thing.
and give me blood, and the heart's like, I can't keep up, and it's like,
This
oh,
reminds me of,
cholesterol,
like how the
Nah,
cavemen
bro,
used
the
to tell
brain-
us how
the brain
brain
is
started.
where it's at.
Heart doesn't give a fuck because it's alpha again. Heart is there. You can't exist without the heart. You can exist with a lot of different things in your body, heart and brain, but that heart is just a workhorse, man. You can't take that away from it. You can't even do that. Motherfucker lose a kidney, motherfucker lose part of your liver. You can lose your whole fucking stomach. You can't lose your heart though,
I
man.
know, but I'm just saying some hearts.
I will become a voodoo god and pull it out of you and show you this is what you're gonna lose, you bitch, if you keep acting like this.
I'm just saying the heart can be also a big bitch. Like, I can't take it anymore. It's like, bro, you're not even 30 yet. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with this stupid heart? Someone fix this thing. What the fuck is the point of a heart if there's no brain? Nothing.
You're heartless. And
Probably.
you're about to be.
The brain should get all of the credit. Then the heart. It's just number 2, bro. The heart is number 2.
No, see, I'm okay with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Brain is number 1.
Brain is
They
number
named itself after all.
Right, it's the fucking brain.
Nah, you guys are wrong.
No, you're wrong, bro.
Nah,
You can get a fake heart.
the pancreas.
You can't get a fucking fake brain.
all day.
You know what'd be
I'll
crazy
take
though?
the pancreas inside.
Here's the
outside,
thing.
You know,
If I removed part of his brain, he wouldn't even remember this conversation. So
Right.
what does that say about the brain? It's the one all be all. It is number 1.
Yeah.
The heart though goes hand in hand. You can't put it number 2. I'm thinking they're walking side by side, hand in hand.
Yeah.
One team, 2
One
players.
brain.
What else you guys want to talk about?
What's 3? Penis is 3, right?
What?
Would you put your penis at 3?
What? What are you ranking
Yeah,
organs now?
I threw pancreas out there just to wrap this up to let us all understand how ridiculous it is that anybody would argue it wouldn't be the brain. So we could wrap it up, not so that we could rank
Now he's
more
just
organs.
trying to rewind his
I'm
language.
too smart
No,
for this podcast.
no, I just wanted us to
back.
be done with the organs.
Rewind it back.
However, he does actually make a pretty good argument about the penis. I think that should be reevaluated. So, yeah. So I take it back.
Backsheesh is the word of the day.
Backsheesh?
Second word, and I let it wrap right in there. So nice.
Backsheesh?
Backsheesh. Is that a real word?
word?
Ooh. Okay. Now,
Wait.
come.
Wait,
All right. Let's.
backsheesh?
Yes. Talk to us more.
Backsheesh. In fact,
Backsheesh.
Ooh.
backsheesh.
Okay. Now tell us what it is.
English British, and it basically means a tip. So I was like, "Hey, Bert, give me a little bit of backsheesh, motherfucker, because I need to get some money." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
snap.
So backsheesh, motherfucker. Give us some backsheesh.
Dude, I ain't saying no backsheesh.
You're saying it, and you know
no.
you're saying it.
No.
And I'm saying it
Actually-
multiple times, so it gets a shake the GGs.
You know what I learned the other day from another English word for fart.
What's for fart?
It's an English word for fart. It's what the kids say. Oh, I had a trump.
Oh, I had a Trump now.
I learned that the other day from an English person.
What was that?
It's not
That
fake news.
news?
It's not fake news.
Is that
We can look. Oh, you can Google it.
Yeah, he saw that on an ad that popped up on a CNN article.
My wife showed me it on a TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know, but it was from an English person.
Wow,
Maybe they're
he's
lying.
getting this fucking news from TikTok now.
Well, that's not so much a news as it is anecdotal. Is it right? It is not.
What?
Oh, you moved on.
No, I didn't move on. I was just paying attention to your guys'.
Go ahead.
I ain't arguing about
Oh, no. The only thing I had left was you saw that thing about Lizzie Borden's house going up for sale, right?
2 mil, right?
Yeah, so.
What's the specs on that? 3-bedroom, 2 mil?
Dude, I didn't get into that much on there. I didn't really care about the dimensions of the house.
I mean,
Graham, you know about this?
No,
Do you know about the Borden axe murders that happened back in like the 1800s?
I don't know much.
Okay. So there's this house that's going up for sale. She murdered her
father and stepmother.
father and stepmother with an axe.
Okay.
The only thing that came to my mind in this whole thing was, I wonder how and why it's going up for $2 million. And I'm like, well, it's because it's a famous haunted house. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, now you're commercializing murder. You're thinking about the history of the house, and now you're making it worth more money because of that history. I just thought that was a weird notion to me, that you could put a price tag on something such as hitting a person with 17 axe wounds as she did to her stepdad. Actually, that was the stepmom. She hit 11 on the stepdad. Yeah. But just think that you could put a price tag on that. Like, what a capitalistic world that we live in that's worth more money. And I'm sure it's going to go for it, too.
That's great.
Just because it brings in all the tourists.
There you go, buddy.
What is that?
I went to urbanthesaurus.org. Third one down under trouser cough and then Trump.
Urbanthesaurus.
I said it was anecdotal, not that it was like an official Webster's thing.
Now then again, Burke, I always say this, right?
Huh?
Words are just words. They're
Words are
vibrations.
just
Someone
words.
made them up.
Yeah. Communication is 90% nonverbal, which is making this podcast very difficult.
I got a real itchy Biden right now. That's what I like to call my asshole.
There you go.
See, it's anecdotal. I can do that. All the kids are saying it. Saw it on TikTok.
You're like an asshole all the time.
I am!
Wow!
I am!
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice house, though.
It's an alright house.
Would you live in it?
No, not after what I've learned. Would you live in a haunted house, Burke? Well, not haunted house per se. A house that had murders happen within it.
Well, then I would wonder, who's the house haunted by? Is it haunted by Lizzie Borden's dead ghost, or is it haunted by the parents that she killed? If I knew it wasn't
No,
kids-
not. I keep saying haunted. I don't mean to say that. I mean to say, if you knew that someone was murdered in that house, would you willingly stay in that house?
I think it wouldn't be a problem.
Say great-grandparent died. You know they died inside that house because of suicide.
As if it were
Like, it's still not an issue.
long as
Well,
it's an
and
old
and I've
person.
been trying to be more open to this concept of fourth dimension that might allow for these spirits that you're talking about to be around. But even then, I would have to A, think the spirits existed, B, think that they could somehow have access or could influence me in some way, and then C, think that that influence would have to be negative intent. And that's just a lot for me to take on.
I was thinking more along the lines of, like, you knew, like, say this person got murdered right here.
Yeah.
Not weird goings on, just weird intentions, weird feelings, because you knew that someone lost their life right where you sat.
Yeah. Well, and I guess we talk about perception again, right?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm after.
Yeah,
anyway.
because I wonder, even outside of that, how many wars were fought where we stand, how many animals were killed, how many Indians died, how many things happened on this very ground that just kind of gotten washed over, glazed over, and moved on. And so from that perspective, it's just like part of history.
He's good with it. What about you?
As long as it wasn't kids. I don't want to be around them ghost kids.
Just in case. You're just playing the rationale game of playing the
I
odds.
personally, if I knew that someone got murdered in a house, I don't think I would want to be there. I don't think anything would happen. I just don't want to be there.
It's an eerie feeling.
It is an eerie feeling.
If it was
Yeah.
if it could, I could
Like, I
see
thought
the
of-
feeling of it if you knew kids died
Like,
there.
for
that being a tough thing.
example, my grandpa on my dad's side killed himself,
Yeah.
and in a brutal way, but I couldn't imagine staying in that house afterwards. Yeah, this is the closet it happened in. Like, I even had nightmares of that. I mean, it's just a weird, I don't think I could handle it type of thing. That's just my personal experience of it.
I don't know if this is worth putting on the show, but I'll bring it up because I think it's an interesting topic. So me and my brothers are talking to my dad because he has diabetes, and his feet got real bad, but I guess this happens and he just hasn't taken care of it. Finally met with him and like, hey, we got to take you to the hospital, and he's refusing. He wants to take care of it himself, and his overall thought is, and what I think it really drills down to is he's, almost 70 years old. Does he want to, like, if they're going to take his feet, does he want to live, like, and have to live without 2 feet? Based on perception, I don't know if I want to, like, fuck, man, I felt like this was going somewhere that you were going, and now I don't know where it was going. If you are, almost 70 years old, you're going to have your feet taken away from you.
It would depend on the situation, definitely. Because, like, I can't imagine myself being that old yet. So I don't think I can put myself, like, if I lost my feet right now, I'm not going to stop living. For example, my grandma, she had a seizure, and it cut off half her body. Paralyzed.
That's what made me think, is your grandpa
and so
killed
my
himself.
grandma kind of, I would say, gave up. And I understood it. Like, I understand it from her point of view. Like, you live life for that many years, and then something happens where you lose half of your body. I mean, it would be hard not to give up.
That's, okay, thank you. That is what brought me to it. Is like, it's hard for me not to understand where he's coming from. Like, for him to go, I would rather just fight it myself, and if I die, I die. And me to go, yeah, it's your life, bro, and I kind of get it. Like, because if I have to take both my feet and I'm 70 years old, it's like, how much longer do I want to have to live, and how much longer do I want to spend having to live learning this.
The one thing I believe in fully is death is a very soul trip. So you gotta be okay with you and yourself when you die. Like a person's choice in the end, if they should die or not. I think his dad, is making that choice if that's route it's going.
Like, is there an age limit on that? Like, what if you're 30 and you're just like, I just want to die?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, dude, like how much personal responsibility do we give people to manage their own life?
I mean, is it their life? Like, what age is it their life then? When they can make conscious decisions, like at age 18, can they make that decision then? Like, oh, I hate life. But you know that they haven't even started living life yet, so can they?
Yeah, so in that way, you know better than them. Because if at 18 you're like, I want out of this game.
I think the only thing you can do is teach them that.
That was good.
That's my Gorilla Alien Cookies, I believe.
Good as shit.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, man, that was tasty as fuck.
Yeah.
How much was that one?
That's a little bit more expensive, so that's normally $65.
Oh, man.
That's the one I'm only going to bust out once in a while.
Tastes like lemongrass.
What if I could press the fucking gorilla and the Girl Scout together?
You would make Gorilla Scouts.
Oh, Gorilla Scouts.
Weaponized gorillas as Ford Scouts?
I'm pretty sure that's a Cuban militant group.
Oh, no.
When I was making the can of butter, I saved stuff, and I made it with used the excess for ramen. Now I use the can of butter with coffee, though. It's very good. Oh, you don't believe in that yet? Yeah.
No.
All right, yeah. So look up. I'm gonna save all of your listeners' time. I'm gonna say, so it's called Bulletproof Coffee. All right, very good. You can just do Bulletproof can of butter coffee. Use it with a little stevia.
Oh, did you see the guy that
and
created
Stativa?
Sweet and Low just committed suicide?
Oh, really? You shouldn't use that stuff. Although I don't know if that's related.
He was like 80-something years old. Jumped off his balcony of his apartment.
So you said it like that, right? The guy who made Sweet and Low committed suicide, which immediately makes me think Sweet and Low causes mental illness. And that's not necessarily has anything to do with it. But inside my head, I'm like, I heard somewhere that Sweet and Low does bad things to you. And I know that suicide is mental illness, and that's a bad thing.
He was suffering from schizophrenia.
Or is that just what the news said?
But that's the question.
Who inherited that industry?
Who knows that? You know, he could have just
like
had
the Russian guy, the Russian meat packer that one
Net
time.
worth of like $5 billion.
Yeah, okay, there's foul play at play here. Stoner Babble needs to study it.
But here's the thing. That's where my brain went, right?
Yeah,
but he could have just as easily just had an affair that went south and went, fuck, I don't want to deal with this. Brain can create narratives that go far beyond just based on the clickbait titles, and that's what we do these days.
I'd easily believe that an 83-year-old man jumping off a balcony does seem kind of strange.
Okay.
But does it have anything to do with Sweet and Low? It seemed important enough that they needed to talk about it.
I just think I won't know who that name is.
No,
who? Right, but I know Sweet and Low.
No, yeah. How much was he worth though?
I think $5 billion.
That's a lot of money.
I was well saying. I think
Okay. That's just a lot of money for being a lot of money.
Yeah.
I just find it odd. Don't you find it a little odd that if you're a billionaire and you're suffering from a mental disease that you're not in like the finest of places to care for you? Like
the noisiest fuck there is.
Oh, no.
You're just in a high-rise apartment by yourself.
I forgot.
Seems a little odd.
There's no amount of money in the world that can save you to a degree for some things that we just don't know anything about. I mean, if billionaires die of it.
Who really gives a fuck, really? Wow, an old billionaire died. Do you give a fuck?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it's even in the news.
It's weird. Like
You're important if you have net worth. Like, that's the name of the game in this world.
I don't know, man. So then you kill the old man and you take his fucking money. Stoner Babble Investigations is going to have to do a solid 30 minutes on this one.
Oh, 3-0. Yeah. Stoner Babble Investigations, Inc.
You just have raw sweet tarts on the fucking counter?
Yeah, they're raw, right? You know what raw sweet tarts are?
Raw sweet
You know what a
tarts.
cooked sweet tart looks like?
I'm saying raw.
Like a fucking
They're not in a
steak,
package,
dude.
bro.
They're
Like,
raw.
fucking raw
They're
sweet
fucking
tarts.
raw,
Yeah.
dude.
You only eat grass-fed wild sweet tarts.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I only
None
eat
of
the
those
best sweet tarts there are.
prepackaged
You
nonsense.
Take your prepackaged shit elsewhere, dude.
Haven't you been watching Rogan?
Wow, uncultured swine.
I've never had a wild caught sweet tart.
Well, now you gotta live the real life.
Yeah.
Tastes better, doesn't it? Yeah, you know it does.
Consider
now.
yourself woke.
Oh man.
Uh-huh.
Finger fucked all up. And there's the cat walked on that fucking table with his poopy fingers.
The term is well loved.
Here's the thing. It's all as to the flavor, dog. It's the new age.
No, man, I know that
new age.
motherfucker.
It's called
walked
YouTube.
right across that table with doo-doo feet, bro.
With doo-doo
He's got
feet.
pissy paws and doo-doo feet. And this motherfucker that walked up all here see because he likes to smack these, and now here you are eating fucking raw sweet tarts off doo-doo feet table.
Burke, all that
He's
is tasting life, baby. You just gotta taste
Yep.
life
You
sometimes.
gotta taste
And you know
life.
what? It tastes good,
bro.
damn.
Second
I ain't
harvest.
trying to taste no cat doodle, bro. No.
He's building up that immunity. He's so
Goddamn,
strong.
these retards
He can
taste so
raise
good.
and lower his cholesterol at will.
Oh, damn. I can do that, too. Watch.
Nah, bro.
Look, I'm doing
Nah,
it.
Fuck that, bro.
Oh man,
Holy fuck, I'm a superhero.
his
now.
cholesterol's so up right
No
now.
doo-doo tart. No doo-doo tart.
Can't we talk, doo-doo face? I got him again. Idiot.
You're a chicken.
You're a chicken.
Got him.
Got him. Got him. So what else you got there?
What?
What else you got there?
On that bag of tricks.
Well, you got a bag of tricks?
Oh no.
You're a real stone.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Stonehenge. Yeah, we're gonna be done.